About to go live, got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about, got soldiers ride with me. And they know I'm lethal. I got my reasons. Said I was gonna get it. They gon' see, but they ain't gonna believe.
Just for y'all real quick, right? This is from CNN. Y'all check this out. I don't know if y'all seen this or not. I got the CNN app on my phone. You understand? So I get notifications and stuff like that, right? This shit right here is heavy as hell, right? This is the title of the story. A false facial recognition match sent this innocent black man to jail. Let me read it again. A false facial recognition match sent this innocent black man to jail. Let me go into it a little bit. This is in Patterson, New Jersey. In February 2019, Niger Parks walked into the Woodbridge Police Department to clear his name. Parks, a 31-year-old black man living in Patterson, had received a frantic phone call from his grandmother telling him that police from Woodbridge had come looking for him at the apartment that they shared. This was all a misunderstanding, he had thought. Parks had trouble with the law in his past, but that was behind him. Since being released from prison on drug-related charges, he had changed his life and was now working a steady job as a carpenter. Standing at the desk of the police station holding an envelope with his social security card and identification, Parks was ready to clear his name. It wouldn't be so easy. Mind you, this is from CNN.com. 4 or 5 minutes later, as me and the clerk were talking, 2 other officers walk up and tell me to put my hands behind my back. Parks recalled in an interview with CNN Business. He's like, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. The charges were serious. Aggravated assault, unlawful possession of weapons, using a fake ID, possession of marijuana, shoplifting, leaving the scene of a crime, resisting arrest. On top of that, Parks was accused of nearly hitting a police officer with a car. Detained by the Woodbridge police, Parks, whose arrest was first reported by NJ.com, said he spent 11 days in jail. Only upon his release was he able to learn what the evidence against him was. According to a police report obtained by CNN, the evidence presented by the police officers that led to Parks' arrest was a high-profile comparison from a facial recognition scan of a photo from what was determined to be a fake ID left at the crime scene that witnesses connected to the suspect. The facial recognition match was enough for prosecutors and a judge to sign off on his arrest. And for time's sake, I'm gonna leave it right there. A false facial recognition is all they needed to lock this black man up. If some simpleton will hear that and say, he only did 11 days in jail. Only 11 days? Only. Let me tell you something, man. If you a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you don't even want to spend 1 day in jail. All right. You understand? Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. If I could. I kind of went into this probably like a few weeks ago. Let me tell y'all something, man. The process that goes on from being transitioned from being in a holding tank or being arrested to going into general population or going into the holding tank is some of the most emasculating shit that you'll ever experience in your life. You understand me? Hear me and hear me good. You sleeping on a hard-ass bench. More time than not, with no pillow and no blanket. You understand me? You're eating sandwiches for lunch, and more time than not, you're eating sandwiches for dinner. You get my point? All right. You don't have access to a shower for days. You understand me? Why? How can I speak to this so eloquently, so frequently, so vividly? Because I lived it, not once, but twice. And I'm not saying it because I'm bragging about it or because I'm proud of it. I'm giving this breakdown for the simpleton who said, oh, it was only 11 days. Not understanding that 11 days could have fucked up his whole life. He could have lost his job and some more shit. You get my point? So now, you go from being in that holding tank to now you got to get on this bus with the same clothes on that you got arrested in, where you haven't had access to a shower. No deodorant, no toothbrush, no toothpaste, no nothing. You understand me? And you get on the bus and they take you to the county jail. And from there, it's line after line after line. And how do they tell you to line up? nuts to butts. Meaning what? The nuts of another man literally got to be on your butt. Literally. I don't mean figuratively. And you standing there in a line face down because you cannot look up and you cannot look them in their eyes. Unless you want 10 pair of boots stomping on your goddamn head. You understand me? And you go from this pod to this pod to this pod to this pod. And then after all that, you get a shower. And you say, oh man, that's cool. You get to take a shower. Cold water. It's not warm. It's not hot. It ain't none of that. It's cold water. With a bar of soap this goddamn thick. No washcloth. And sometimes, depending on how the bedroll go, no underwear. Just a raggedy ass blue jumpsuit. You understand me? So you get in the shower, no lotion, no deodorant, no nothing. You get in that shower and you get in that shower with 10 other dudes. And you're on a time limit. And don't let that shower be running when they tell you time is up. You understand me? So now you get now you get dressed. And now you got on some shoes that you hope fit you. Because they can either be too small or too big. Either way, you got to deal with it. Unless, once again, you want 10 pair of boots stomping on your head. You understand me? So you go from there, right? So now you go in another holding tank where you might get a sandwich. Could be peanut butter and jelly. It might be a bologna sandwich. And if they feel like being generous, they'll give you an apple. In a box of juice this goddamn big. And then from there, at about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, then you finally make it to your bed. And you hoping that the cell that they put you in actually has a mattress. Because you're going in a 6-man cell with 5 other dudes in it. And you hoping they got a mattress, but it's probably not going to have a pillow. So what do you find yourself doing? You find yourself taking off that blue shirt, that thin-ass, raggedy-ass blue shirt, and balling up and using it as a goddamn pillow. And that brother had to do 11 days. And that was in Jersey. I'm speaking on my experiences in California. Who knows what it's like in Jersey? You understand me? The sister said them 11 days he can't get back. All right. Yeah, you might get some cookies. Ain't no guarantee. And if you do more time out, they're gonna be stale. And let me tell you another thing, right? And I know we run out of time, and I'm gonna end it on this. I'm gonna pull one scripture, and we're gonna end the class. I told y'all brothers this before. I don't think I ever shared this in class, right? I'm in the county jail, right? And there was a brother that just went through that same process that I just explained to y'all. Just gave that same rundown. Some brother had to go through that, right? He's walking to his cell, right? They cracked the cell for him to go in there. He says, they tell him, hey, whatever his name is, lock it up. He says, ain't no mattress in here. It was one time. The second time they say, hey, whatever your name is, rack it up. There's no mattress in here. That's 2 times. They tell him the third time, hey, whatever your name is, rack it up. Man, ain't no mattress in here. They don't say it no more. You understand me? A couple minutes later, all you hear is doom, 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 doom. You're just like, what the fuck is that? All you hear is boots, come to find out. It's boots. It sounds like some military shit, like they marching. All you hear is doom, 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 doom. Boots going down a tier. From that sound, all you heard was screaming and beating. And they beat that brother down. It had to have been about 6 or 7 cops that jumped on that one brother. And when they got done beating on his ass, you know what they did? They threw him in the cell and still didn't give him a mattress. After all that, no medical attention. No, he can't go to the infirmary. No, he can't do none of that. what you can do is take this ass whooping and get your ass in the cell and sleep on this hard ass steel with 5 other niggas in the cell that want to know where you from. And these are the people that you want me to love. These are the people that you expect me to forgive. Let me get Psalms chapter 10, verse 8. We're going to end the class on this, man. Because if I go any further, YouTube going for sure snatch this down. You understand? But why did I bring that up? Because it's some stupid Christian who loves white people to their core, who will forgive them for any goddamn thing. No matter how bad they treat us, no matter how much they gun us down in the streets, you'll still find some way to love them. You'll still put your crusty ass lips in the crack of that white man's ass.
Sit back, look at my cheeks. Why you had to check my demeanor? Competition ain't free. I'm about to take him to the cleats. They gon' get stars depressed. People not start no mess. These niggas petty and I'm not impressed. I have him holding his chest like he having heart attacks. Told you I'm hard to death. I know that they see it, but they don't believe. Look at him.